Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your Spirit Guide messages for June 2020. We're going to pull two cards to pull in the two strongest guides and energies that are working with you in the month of June. This is not your only spirit guide, just the two strongest. So Aquarius, let's see what's going on for all of you. Okay, so we have a hunter of honor coming out. This is an earth spirit who is still in the process of ascension. So they have many lives they've lived, but they have many more to come. And this is a spirit guide that's trying to help you out balancing your karma. And this is the hunter of honor. So this feels more like a karmic balance in your favor, your name being restored, your reputation being restored, you feeling like a scattered, missing pieces of yourself being restored. So this is a positive karmic balance coming in for Aquarius, and I'm not surprised since we are in the midst of retrograde season and Saturn is retrograde right now and is currently retrograding through your sign, Aquarius, but will be slipping back into Capricorn, at the beginning of July. So with this, between now and then, there are some beautiful things that are happening for you. And this spirit guide is trying to align you to all these energies. So pay attention to signs, synchronicities, your intuitive promptings, your dreams, symbolism. There are no coincidences for Aquarius, at least not through the month of June. Okay, and the next one out, ooh, you've got an ancestor of boundaries. So Aquarius, this is a passed on loved one coming through, and could be a Taurus. They could have been a Taurus in this life journey, and I say that because of the bull here. But this is a passed on loved one coming through, an ancestor of boundaries. This guide, with all these wonderful things that are coming in for Aquarius, this guide is trying to keep you very aware of yourself and boundaries and not put up with bad behavior. Since we are in the middle of retrograde season, you may have a lot of people returning back into your life, Aquarius, that you've had falling outs with, or you've had distance and disconnection for whatever reason. And, it's fine to clear the air, but be really cautious about who you let all the way back into your world. And, as giving and as loving as your heart can be, don't overextend yourself. If you want to go way out of your way just because you feel like it for somebody, do it. But if you're doing something because you feel obligated or you don't want to upset somebody by saying no, all those things, this guide is like, nope, you've got to do what's good for you. So you're going to get a lot of symbolism and signs around what's good for Aquarius and where you need to put more distance and disconnection with certain relationships in your life. Like they're taking too much from you, Aquarius, and it's time that you embody that Taurus energy and be a force that cannot be knocked over. And if you need to take a stand on something, there you go, embody that Taurian energy, because you will not be a force that can be moved. Like you will be a mountain that nobody can climb or get around. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. We've got ninth house, higher learning coming in. Jupiter is the ruler of ninth house, the ruler of Sagittarius, which is all about ninth house. And Jupiter is retrograding right now, which means that there's blessings coming to Aquarius with that coming out, but also with the higher learning. This guide helping your name, your reputation be restored, or maybe your self-esteem or your dignity, something that you feel you've lost. this guide helping you reclaim that, but also leading you into a much higher level of understanding about the journey that you've been on as of late, okay? And also with this higher learning, it goes back to this boundaries where what's good for Aquarius, it's time to really put yourself first. It truly is. And look at this. Now we've got some Virgo energy coming through. I nurture you. You're coming into a time of healing as well, Aquarius. So June is a month of blessings that are owed to you finally showing up. And also you coming to a higher perspective about yourself and certain connections, and loving yourself more and putting down boundaries and choosing yourself and what's good for yourself and nurturing yourself and not giving yourself away to certain people. These are very specific relationships that this is happening in, okay? Because you guys can be just as stubborn, if not more so, as a Taurus, okay? But there's some people that you can't say no to for whatever reason, for whatever it's about in your life, and you have an awareness that maybe things aren't balanced, or you need to change that behavior, or this is a toxic connection to you, whatever it is, like there is some awareness. And now in June, you're coming into a very high awareness of it, and it probably has a lot to do with the eclipses. We have the Sagittarius full moon eclipse on the 5th of June, and then we have the Cancer new moon annular solar on the 21st of June. Those are going to be very enlightening and illuminating times for Aquarius. So let's pull some tarot and look at this ninth house energy with the spirit guide that's helping to balance your karma in a positive way. What has been taken from you, what you have lost, what has been denied you is now going to return to you in a new form. Okay, so you have the Hermit coming through as the basis of the energy of the past, the journey that you've been on. And look at the mountain right there. This is you, Aquarius. This is what you are transforming into, this unmovable mountain. And you shine like a beautiful star. And I believe that it was your passed on loved ones messages that I did earlier in May. The message of that was like, you are a star, and there was so many cards that were synchronistic of that message for you guys, that you're meant to stand out, you're meant to be unique, you're meant to be you. And if anybody has a problem with who you are, that's their problem, it's not yours. You are meant to be a different vibration, a different energy, to really stand out and just be a different flavor, a different experience, a different vision. And now you are this mountain. You are taking a stance for what's good for you, or you're taking a stance up against something, Aquarius. And look at this, the blessings coming in for you. Boom, your hands are getting filled. Where you feel like you've been empty, now your hands are filling, and there's beautiful manifestations unfolding for you. Yes, look at that, 6 of Pentacles coming in. So after a long journey of drought, of lack, of loneliness, of confusion, of feeling like you are doing and living your life for somebody else, all of that is now changing in June, and there's beautiful blessings and manifestations coming in for Aquarius that are owed to you. And if you need to really take a stance for yourself or somebody else, you will win, Aquarius. You will prevail. And you know, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, that's more earth energy. Something about Taurus is so strong in your reading. I don't think there's much going on in Taurus right now. Astrologically, Venus, the ruler of Taurus, is currently retrograding through Gemini. So maybe some of this manifestation is coming through that Venus retrograde, where there's people trying to return back into your life, Aquarius. And again, it's up to you whether you want to deal with them or not. Your hands and your heart are becoming full from what Spirit is bringing to you, what Jupiter is returning through blessing that is owed to you. Now let's look at this Virgo energy. I nurture you. Aquarius, look at that. You've got the world right here. You are coming to an end of a cycle of this hermit energy. And you know, the hermit path, whether you consider yourself spiritual or not, the hermit path is about a spiritual awakening and evolution. And you've got higher learning, ninth house energy, which is higher spirituality. So you have been on this journey, Aquarius, and now you're coming to the end of it. And in that space, it's time for the activation. It's time for the evolution. It's time for the expansion. It's time for what you have lost, what has been taken from you, to return to you in a new form. The blessings that are owed to you from your own beautiful energy that you have extended to others is now going to return to you. This is a good time for Aquarius, because look at what we have here. The Eight of Pentacles. You have learned a lot of lessons. This could have been going on for the last 3 years. I'm sorry if you hear that noise in the back. My kitty is playing. He's just being silly, making a lot of noise. I have some dried up flowers that he's now going to destroy on my counter. Gotta love the kitty. Anyways, you have learned your lessons. You see these little oh, he's like, don't be talking about me. These are your lessons, okay? You've learned them. And now this big pentacle in the middle, that's your expansion. That's your blessings. That's your rewards after this cycle. All right? So that is beautiful. And now you are coming in to the energy of the Emperor, which is you feeling very solid, feeling stable, being in a position of leadership, of power, feeling like the king or queen of your own castle. It's a good time to be an Aquarius in the months of June and into July. Okay, Aquarius, it's a good time to be you. And you've got 3 pentacle cards here and 3 major arcana so far. So with 3 pentacle cards, there is material manifestation for you. Those are your blessings. 3 major arcana, that's talking about this larger cycle of the soul that's now completing, and you've learned all of your life lessons. Let's pull some cards for the energy in between these two. Okay, yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady progress, but things are finally starting to happen. Right here, this could be that return of people of the past that, you know, want to offer some sort of reckoning with you, apology, accountability, commitment. Can we be friends? You know, can we work this out? So some of you receiving that, but this is also the gifts of the universe that you absolutely deserve. And why do you deserve this? Because look at this. You've been in this Nine of Swords, okay? And this Nine of Swords, just look at the way these cards sit on each other. This Nine of Swords has prevented some manifestations, has slowed your energy, okay? I love it. Just see how it sits right on the head space. So you've been having a lot of, fear-based thoughts, anxiety, worry, concern. And now, because you're coming out of this cycle, finally, things are shifting, your head's becoming clear, blessings are coming in, and you're moving out of this Nine of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, Nine of Swords. And look at that, Five of Cups, Aquarius. You've been sad, you've been worried, you've been afraid. And you see how small those energies are compared to what you are now evolving and expanding into. And the blessings being offered, the apologies, the reckonings, the new way forward. It's ridding you of these energies right there. Oh, that is such a perfect stacking of the cards. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's pull you some Oracle, Aquarius. I see the first card. Yes, look at that. The butterfly, major transformation. Aquarius, you have been the caterpillar and you have earned your butterfly wings. The cocoon, the period of the hermit, the period of growth, trying to understand, feeling restricted, feeling lonely, feeling sad, feeling broken, feeling scattered. And now, that's all changing, Aquarius. Your hands are going to be full. Lots of material manifestation coming in for you. And look at the confirmation of your transformation that is underway. And here, what sits on this is actually a portal, a gateway out of, the winter energy. This is a conclusion, the sun setting on the past. So you have that multiple times with the World card, with the butterfly, and then with this particular winter energy of the north, the portal, the gateway that you're walking through. So you're stepping out of the winter energy, out of the period of being the hermit, and life is starting to pick up and take off again. You're transforming, you're blossoming into this butterfly, new energy, new beginnings, and blessings all around, Aquarius. Blessings all around. Yeah, because now you've got an animal guide coming in, and this is the otter, and this is joy, this is family, this is friends, this is celebration, this is togetherness, this is connectedness. So you're stepping out of cold, dry, disconnected, drought, lack, sadness, feeling scattered. And even though that's where you've been feeling in some area of your life, or maybe just an overall in your life altogether, you've been on the hermit's journey. And on the hermit's journey, Aquarius, you are nearing the end of a major soul cycle, and all the life lessons that you've been working on, that experience begins to transform into wisdom, and you make it to the top of the mountain. And that last stretch is often, if not always, experienced alone. And that's where you've been, and you've reached the top, and now it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to feel balanced within, emotionally and mentally, because we see here emotionally and mentally that hasn't been the case, but now it's time for that balance and your hands to be full, and for all that you've given out to others to come back to you, okay, with this Six of Pentacles. So that is beautiful. And this means coming out of this hermit journey, you're stepping through this portal, this gateway, and what's on the other side of this portal and this gateway, this otter energy, which is talking about celebration and family and friends and togetherness, and no longer feeling alone, feeling abundant, feeling like you have enough, feeling like a major transformation has taken place and unfolded in your life, Aquarius. And even my kitty chimed in. Okay, let's pull you some more fortunes and see what else your spirit guides want to say. So the spirit guide that's helping you balance karma is saying your cycle is complete. Your contracts are complete, and it is time for you to receive. It is time for you to be rewarded. Signs. Your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and confusion will soon disappear. So at the start of the read, when I was saying really pay attention to signs, synchronicity, your intuition, all of that, boom, here you go. There is a path opening for you, Aquarius. Friendship. So you got connections coming through twice now. A friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. This right here is more of what's coming to you, Aquarius. Somebody actually being there for you and offering you something. And reinvent yourself. And here it is, the butterfly. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease on life. Oh, Aquarius, life is starting to get good for you. Okay, go with the flow. You are coming out of the hermit phase. You've learned a lot. You've done well. Mental body, emotional body coming into balance. Oh, Aquarius, it's just a good time for you. It really is. Things are shifting. Things are changing for sure. So enjoy this. You've earned it. You deserve it. And again, if you have to take a stand against something, do so. You are backed by some powerful spirits. So those are your messages, Aquarius. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.